autism affects an estimated 1 in 54 kids in the United States. It's a staggering statistic that cannot be ignored. Our investigative producer, Leslie Marcus, reports on a controversial treatment that some parents are desperate to obtain for their children. Take a look.
Parents decide to bank their baby's cord blood for unforeseen emergencies, but now it's being used to try and treat autism. The stem cell treatment is said to decrease inflammation, stimulate the brain, replace damaged neurons, and improve function. But scientific evidence to prove these benefits is lacking. We uncovered a number of crowdfunding pages where desperate parents seek thousands of dollars to get their children unproven treatments in the US and abroad. But interest and demand didn't happen overnight. Duke University has been running clinical trials testing cord blood for autism since 2014. And I sat down with one family who was part of the initial study. What age was Richie when you started to notice some autism markers?
I would say he was about 2 when we started noticing just some odd things about how he would play with cars, how he would play along friends, delayed speech, delayed potty training.
How did you find out about the Duke cord blood stem cell study?
We banked all of our children's cord blood with cord blood registry when they were born, and we received quite a few emails about studies that were nationwide. And the only one that we seemed to qualify for was the Duke one.
What kind of life were you hoping this treatment would give Richie?
He had been hit by a bus driver when he was in preschool, and he couldn't tell us. So this was like a great opportunity to give him almost like a sense of independence.
Yeah, we were as optimistic as anybody would be.
That he could, speak for himself and just be independent.
Before you signed on the dotted line, were you made aware of any possible risks?
We didn't hear about any risks when we were signing up for anything that I remember.
How did you explain to your son Richie what he was about to go through?
We told him he was going to get his super blood back. He thought that was really cool. When they did the infusion, they actually had a little superhero sticker on the IV bag as he was getting it.
At what point did you notice a change in Richie?
2 or 3 days after the infusion is when we had that first blowout. He was so violent and angry, and he just said the most horrible things.
That's not our child. That's not something that he has ever or would have ever done before.
And we basically dealt with that for the last
9 years.
9 years. And then
the typical markers, he started hand flapping and twirling.
Right. He started he never hand flapped, but he also did regress in the potty training. We started having these reoccurring fevers that started showing up. It would almost act as if his body was on fire. Yeah. He wouldn't be able to walk. He said his legs were burning.
What kind of tests and procedures did Richie have to go through to get into the study?
They made him drink the Versed, which is horrible and disgusting, and he was gagging and throwing up and just was miserable. Then they did the IV, which hurts, and he's 5.
Do you have any regret doing the study in the first place?
I love our child to death, but it was like having a stranger in our house, for a lack of better words.
Then it was almost like he was like a crazy person in an apartment building. You know what I mean? That would come out and yell at his brother and sister and us.
It was sad. It was very isolating for him. And to go through that when you're 6 years old is not, I don't know if anybody could really understand what was going on.